and about 1.9 billion due to loss of career, and 700 over million because of loss of tax revenue, and then indirect costs about 70 million. Okay? Therefore, the total financial cost is about 8.28 billion. Okay? Who pays for this 8 billion? Obese person pays about 29%, government pays about 34%, family and friends pays about 20%, and society pays about 11%. The employer pays only 0.1%. However, if you were to add the loss of well-being onto the individual portion, the individual accounts for 90% of the total bill. Of course, we cannot use the amount of what the Australians spend to reflect on the Singapore market because of the difference in population size, but the percentage of each area can be extrapolated to represent the local scene. So as an individual who suffers from obesity and overweight, you bear 90% of the entire cost. And bear in mind, this is in Australia, a country in which the government and the healthcare sector is heavily subsidized. Therefore, in Singapore, I think an overweight or obese person has to bear more than 90% of the cost. What about in America? Okay, there's a study to compare the amount of health services and healthcare costs used by obese individuals in comparison to non-obese. Okay, let me share with you the findings. Obese individuals are more likely up to 4 times to be hospitalized, and the average age of hospitalization for the obese group tends to be at the age of 49 instead of 56 compared to the non-obese group. How much? Okay, this is the difference between the healthcare expenditure of an obese person to a non-obese person. Bear in mind, this is in US dollars, okay? So if you do your currency converter, it will be a lot more here. Okay, obese person spends about 585 on average on healthcare costs compared to a non-obese person, which spends about 333 US dollars. The main difference is due to medication, not so much of hospitalization. What medicine do they spend on? Obese people are more prone to take drugs for their heart, painkillers, most likely for the arthritis, aches and pains in their joints, and also they are more prone to have diabetes and asthma. Okay, bear in mind that these prices that I mentioned earlier are actually underestimated because the medications were quoted at wholesale price. And on top of it, they do not include all the other causes by the additional chronic diseases by the obese people. It has been said that for each chronic disease that an obese person has, you have to add another $177 US per year. So it's pretty obvious, someone who is overweight or obese has to pay more for healthcare costs. The good news is this, okay? Based on the Swedish obese subject study, okay, what they did was they followed obese individuals for 6 years, okay? It's known the SOS study. And they found that if you were to lose, only less than 5% of your weight, you do not actually decrease your medical costs. You actually increase by 96% over 6 years. However, if you can lose more than 10% of your weight, you can reduce your medication costs, especially medication for your heart and your diabetes, by 8%. And if you manage to lose more than 15%, you can reduce the need for new treatment for your heart and your diabetes. So the benchmark is to lose more than 10% of your weight. And not only losing weight will help you save costs, and on top of it, it will also help you to be healthier. For each kilogram of weight loss, you can reduce your blood pressure for those who are suffering from hypertension by 1 to 4 millimeter mercury for the higher number of your blood pressure, and 1 to 2 millimeter of mercury for the lower number of your blood pressure. And even just a 10% weight loss can reduce the stress on your heart. Losing weight will also increase your life expectancy. Those with diabetes who manage to reduce their body mass index from 33.5 to 27.7 still classified as obese, but you have a 25% reduction in mortality rate. I want to conclude by saying that obesity is a growing problem in the world, and it is growing at a very alarming rate. On top of that, it does not only affect your health and your well-being, it definitely costs more money as an individual. Bear in mind, 90% the total cost of obesity is being paid by the patient himself or herself. I said a lot of facts, a lot of figures, and a lot of data. I don't expect all of you to remember these, but if there's one thing you must take home today, please try to remember this image. Obesity is not a selfish condition. Okay? It affects the individual. It's just like when you throw a stone into a lake. It affects the individual, society, families, government, and the whole world. But please don't be so despair, because this situation is under control. It's within our means and our capability to make a decision to fight against obesity. Okay? Losing weight is not easy, but if you ever need a weight loss program to help you to lose weight, find something that's easy. This is what I mean by easy. Find something that's evidence-based, preferably scientifically proven to be effective. Find something that's accessible, locally available, so that in case something goes wrong, you can always run back and ask questions. Okay? Find something that is safe. Safety is the most important factor here, okay? Because not all of us are lucky enough to have spouses with compatible liver to do it if something goes wrong, okay? Find something that fits your lifestyle and your budget, because it must be convenient for you to continue on this weight loss program. It must be financially affordable for you to be able to do the maintenance. Thank you for your time. You've been a really great audience, and wish you all the best in your journey towards good health.